Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. It is FullMetalKendo here with another episode of the podcast. So, here's the thing, people. When doing this podcast, it's very important to remember that obviously things aren't always as they seem, and that things will get better. Now, one of the things as a media studies student at USM, if you don't know what that is, it's the University of Southern Maine, but basically as a media studies student, not only am I researching and learning about film and stuff like that, but I'm also learning about, subject matters such as music, games, stuff like that, and also learning how to best create content for people, but I think my overall goals, I don't know what's gonna happen in a year or two from now, what I'm gonna decide to do, once I get that degree. I don't know whether I'm gonna just be go to filmmaking school, and if I don't get accepted to filmmaking school, go to something else, because obviously these admission rates for film students is completely lackluster and whatnot. So, I could do that. I could do something else. I could go with my original plan, which was social media management. And I think that's important. I think it's also important as far as working in the video game industry. I could do that. And that's kind of what I would like to do. Because I love video games and stuff like that. But who knows what's gonna happen? Who knows what's gonna happen? I certainly don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll apply to programs obviously a year from now and be like, I want to do this, and that, and see which one accepts me. That's all you can do. You have to wait to see which one accepts you. And it's dumb. I know what you're thinking. That's dumb. It is dumb. Very dumb. Anyway, today we are talking about. Well, you might have heard the news if you keep up with this company at all. But this company called Embracer Group, which owns a lot of games that I happen to own. They own Destroy Humans. They own Darksiders. They own Saints Row. They own Dead Island is one of them. They own Goat Simulator, which I just bought, Goat Simulator 3. Which is pretty interesting, they own that. I bought the pre-order edition of Goat Simulator 3 on Epic Games Store. It was only $29.99, so I was like, fuck it, I'll buy it. But it's weird that it's called Goat Simulator 3 when it's the second game. So, it's weird, man. It's just weird, I'm just saying. But, there's 3 ghosts, so they might incorporate that into the storyline or something. They own Gearbox. They own Borderlands. They're the rights holders of Borderlands, And I did just buy. I do own all the Borderlands games, as well as I bought new Tales from the Borderlands recently. And I can't wait for that game to come out, but it's coming. Well, they basically what ended up happening was apparently they bought Middle-earth Enterprises about 9 days ago, but that's not why I'm talking to you about it. I know what you're saying. They own the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit now. Yes, they own the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit. Imagine that. Just imagine how that makes you feel. You feel old as shit. Because you remember those movies, and even the books. You remember the Lord of the Rings. You remember the Hobbit. And you remember how awesome it was. That world is. Damn it. Anyway, you remember that world and how expansive and how great it was, so they actually just bought they recently just finished acquiring. Okay, this was a few months ago that they announced that they were acquiring these studios, but they just finished acquiring Square Enix Montreal, which no one cares about them because they only make mobile games. They acquired Eidos Montreal, which made the Deus Ex games and the Thief reboot. And they also acquired Crystal Dynamics, which Crystal Dynamics. Their games, Tomb Raider. Eidos Montreal also made Guardians of the Galaxy recently. But Guardians of the Galaxy, I think Eidos Montreal also made Shadow of the Tomb Raider. So, yeah, but Crystal Dynamics games, the Avengers game, the Tomb Raider games, except for Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Basically, and I think they're working on a new Tomb Raider game now. So, basically, they own everything Tomb Raider, everything Deus Ex, everything Thief, and everything, get this, they own everything Legacy of Kain. It's fucking awesome, man. Legacy of Kain was fucking great, man. I loved Legacy of Kain. The problem was that they never came out with how many games? No, 6 game. They needed a 6th game to complete that story arc. Possibly complete the story arc, and they never came out with one. Because Square Enix. Fuck Square Enix, am I right? Anyway, so yeah, they came out with these games, and they never came out with these fucking games. It kind of sucks, man. It kind of sucks, but Square Enix is done and over with as far as I'm concerned with these franchises, because now Embracer Group is taking over, and instead of putting them under like THQ Nordic or any other company that they likely could have done, they could have done that, and people would have been happy. They put them under their own operative group. So now, if we could, Embracer, I got an idea for you. You call that group Eidos. You call that group Eidos or Eidos Interactive or some shit like that. You just call them Eidos. You call that group Eidos because you own the rights to the name now, I think. But you call that group Eidos, and we're good. We're good. We're good. It'll be like the old days where we had Eidos and Square Enix was a separate company that only did Japanese games. It'll be like that. It'll be like that, and they would be a powerhouse game developer. They would have fucking great IPs and games and whatnot. So, and Embracer Group has been doing a lot of great stuff. They recently acquired Tripwire Interactive, who made the Killing Floor series. So that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool, man. And one thing people don't talk about, which they should, but they don't, is these franchises aren't getting any better, or getting any younger, I should say. They're not. Take a look at, or not. These franchises have been going on for fucking years, and it's like the games keep on keeping on. They keep evolving and whatnot, and the fact of the matter is, these franchises, we have to keep an eye on them, because they might not be around forever, but they might be. You know, they have the potential to be around for years and years and years and years and years and years. Anyway, what do you guys think about the idea that Embracer Group has acquired yet another company? Yeah, or a couple of companies actually. They acquired quite a number of companies, but I personally couldn't be happier for them. You know, they acquired some really good companies and franchises that are going to make a lot of money in the future. At least I hope so. Speaking of which, has anyone played the new Saints Row game? I did buy it. I did buy the game. Actually, I bought the game twice, technically. I bought it for 2 separate platforms. I bought it for Stadia, and I bought it for the Epic Game Store. Because, honestly speaking, I barely buy games for the Xbox or PlayStation. I did buy some recent Xbox games, though. I bought the Winter's expansion for Resident Evil Village. I bought Sonic Frontiers for Xbox, and I also bought the did I buy something else? I swear I did. I'll Destroy All Humans 2 Pro for Xbox, even though I was already getting the PC version on Epic Game Store. So yeah, that's pretty awesome, right? Who was somebody? Okay, never mind. But yeah, it's pretty exciting. You know, pretty exciting. And for PlayStation, I just bought. I can't believe I bought this one again. I bought The Last of Us Part 1. I was like, I haven't even beat the PS3 version, and I haven't even beat the PS4 version. When I buy the PS5 version, goddamn, I have way too much money to spend. Honestly speaking, I have way too much money to spend. That's ridiculous. I should not have bought that game. I should have bought something like Call of Duty, which I was a second away from buying Call of Duty. I was like a second away, but I was like, oh god, Last of Us, it's gonna be fucking great on the PS5, but I haven't even beat the last 2 versions. I bought the PS3 one. I bought it, and it was like, fuck, I can't wait to play this. And then I play it for a bit, and then I put it down, and I never touched that shit again. And then the PS4 version, I played that. Same thing. I'm spending way too much money, I guess, on these games. I am excited about Sonic Frontiers, though. Frontiers looks like it could be a really good game. I need to get a memory card thing for the Xbox Series X, though. A 2 terabyte preferably, because actually, do they make 2 terabyte? I should check. Let's see, Best Buy, and how much would it cost? 2 terabyte. Okay, they do. What the fuck? $399. Are you kidding me? Right now? $399. I spent $219 on that 1 terabyte for the Series S, and that was fucking a lot. But fucking 2 terabyte, $399. Oh my god, that's fucking horrible. That's horrible, man. That's fucking crazy. I've never seen anything so. It does look beautiful, though. It does look beautiful. It plugged right into your Series X, and it's like, yes, that is fucking great. Ugh. Now you might be like, why didn't you just buy those games for the PS4, Brandon? They were coming out on the PS4, and you have a bigger fucking SSD for your PS4. No, I mean PS5. For your PS5, you have a bigger SSD. For your PS5, you have a 4 terabyte SSD. I know. I'm like, well, sometimes I don't like to buy games for the PlayStation. I buy games for the PlayStation very, very rarely. Very rarely do I buy games for the PlayStation. It's ridiculous. Man, it's ridiculous. I don't know why, but I just don't like to do it. You know, I just don't like to do it, man. What's this game? Hey, this looks interesting. It looks like a fucking... It's a weird game. Oh, this is a weird game. Yeah. I wonder what else they have on Best Buy. Intel Arc. I wonder if any oh god, that's horrible. Horrible, man. I mean, that PC is, I mean granted it's not terrible, but it's like Intel Arc 380 graphics. 380? That sounds like a low number to me, man. That sounds like a low number to me. I could probably get for a laptop and be a lot happier. But for a desktop PC, goddamn, you know, I've actually been considering getting a Mac. Actually, I've been thinking about getting the RX 6900 XT graphics card for the PC. Oh my god, that's the most gorgeous graphics card I've ever seen. You might be like, oh, the NVIDIA's better. It's like, come on, man. Let me enjoy my AMD, okay? Let me enjoy my AMD. I have the AMD right now. I have the AMD RX 6700 XT, right? And I enjoy it. I enjoy it very much. You know, I enjoy playing games on it. Games look beautiful in the 6700 XT, where before I had the 5600 XT, and that was actually pretty gorgeous too. You know, that was a gorgeous graphics card too. Played games very well. It's amazing. Oh god, you should have seen the first time I booted up Grand Theft Auto 5 on that 5600 XT. I was like, oh my god, this is better than my RX 580. RX 580, that was a crap graphics card. I'm sorry. That was a bad graphics card. It wasn't good. Grand Theft Auto 5 looked like shit on it. How is it that Grand Theft Auto 5 looks like complete shit on it? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, people. I'm just saying. Anyway. Yeah, the 5600 XT, you know, that was a good graphics card, and I still have it in my closet or whatever. And, you know, I would love to go back and play games on it again, but unfortunately I can't have two GPUs in my PC. Anyway, this is close to the end of the podcast. I'd like to thank you for tuning in to the podcast, and hopefully the next podcast we'll have more to talk about. I didn't have a lot to talk about today other than a couple of these things. I mean that Gamescom, there's been no announcements since opening night. There's been no announcements since opening night. No big announcements anyway. So there's nothing to talk about. There's nothing to fucking talk about. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. Doesn't make any sense. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the podcast, and I hope you comment in the comment section with any topics you'd like to talk about. Okay, I try to make this very pleasing for the rest of you, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Okay? Alright, see ya.